So you're ready. You're like, I got my money. I got my mindset right. I'm tired of renting and I want to go buy a home, but I want to get this process done in 90 days or less. And look, folks, this process can be expedited faster. I mean, I just received a call this week from a customer that was referral. And she was kind of like, hey, she's a very busy person in the entertainment business. I want to go ahead and buy a house. I'll get you all my stuff. But I don't know if I'm going to buy something in a month or 2 months or next week, but I just want to be ready to go. Literally, I talked to her the day before. She gave me all of her paperwork like that day. She's on it. She was like, boom, like type A, on it, get it, go. And then that next day, she's like, hey, I found a house. We got to put an offer by 3 o'clock. I was like, whoa. So we literally went from Wednesday to talking, Thursday to finding a house, Friday to accept an offer. And we are closing in 21 days. She will have done this entire process, not knowing if she can qualify, not knowing her credit, and there is a little bit of issues we got through, all in 30 days. So if you want to do this faster, it's obviously doable because that's what we're used to. So just to point this out, you never need to call us and be worried about speed. We're always waiting on the client, the seller, the buyer, title, escrow. We're ready to go. We can get people approved within hours or 24 hours. If it's really, really complicated, it might be a couple days. But if you want to shrink this process down quick, we got you. But this video, I really wanted to talk about, hey, if you're more of a planner, you're more methodical, and you really are not in a rush with a gun to your head going, let's just get this done, then why not take 90 days? And yes, you could take 6 months, because the average person, from when they start thinking about buying and they get kind of serious or talk about it, they actually buy in the 4 to 6 month. But this video you're watching because you're kind of like, I'm already there mentally. I've got the cash, or I'm going to get the gift from mom and dad. I got the job. We're tired of renting. Our rent's coming to an end. And we want to do this. Like, we're serious about this. Let's go through the 4 steps that I want you to get prepared for. The 4 things that you need to think about. And look, some of these are quicker, some of these are longer, but this is in the process of buying a home, and a lot of things, there's some detail in between. So I'm going to try to make this short and sweet, but I do have to get in some detail stuff. So look, grab a pen, grab a paper, get all the outside noise gone, because I want you and I to figure out how you can go from today watching this video with your mindset to owning a home in 90 days and make that possible. Because I just told you a client of mine is going to do this in less than 30 days from I initially talked to her. And that happens all the time. Some people are just kind of like, they make their mind up. It's just their personality, and they're just like, let's go. And they happen to go walk a house and it's the right house. Some people, they take 60 days because they've had to walk 20 houses because they're just not a fit. She happened to get lucky and find the right house. But look, we're here in California. There's still some negotiation. I had to sell the listing agent to take us, and it's not just like write an offer. It's that easy. No, it's a competitive market, very little inventory. So we had to outbeat cash buyers and things like that. But it's possible with the right team. Hey, if this is your first time watching me, I appreciate you watching. If this is your 10th time watching my videos, hey, welcome back. I appreciate it. If you don't know who I am, you haven't checked me out, about me, looked at any of my bio or anything, my name's Kenny Simpson. Obviously, you know because you're here, but who am I and what do I do and how long I've been doing and how many people I've helped, you might want to know. So I focus on 1 to 4 unit residential financing. I've been doing this 20 years, helped over 5,000 clients. I do a lot of education, a lot of content. Love educating people, because guess what? When you help that many clients, you do this many deals, you learn a few things. You get a little bit better, a little bit smarter. And hey, I want to pass that all to you so you feel comfortable, right? You feel confident making decisions. You're like, can I really buy a home in 90 days? Is this really, really true, Kenny? Or is this just a bunch of hogwash bullshit? Like, what am I dealing with here? It's not, guys. You can. So let's jump into it. The 4 things. Let's get number 1 going. But before we get number 1 going, well, Kenny, what are those 4 things? Like, what is it? Number 1, you should talk to a lender. Number 2, then you get your game plan, the plan. What is your plan? Number 3, which is probably the longest piece of this puzzle, could be, maybe not, shopping around, looking around, finding that home. And last but not least is that close, giving yourself 30 days or less to close. And here where we are in San Diego, I'm closing deals, no joke, from start to finish. No joke. 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, 12 days, 30 days, 21 days, 60 days, 45 days, you name it. Yes, have to do it, close deals in 7 days. I've done it. Actually closed the deal in 5 days. So It's all capable. It's all mindset. You have to be ready. So, but why not give yourself more time? I always tell people, give yourself the runway. Moving is one of the most stressful things you could do. It's stressful. It's complicated. We do this every day. You don't. We're used to going fast. You're not. We're used to solving problems and we know how to deal with it. You're not. So we're here to help you. We're here to make you understand that, hey, we got your back. We got you covered. So anyways, so the 4 you're going to see is talk, plan, shop, close. Talk, plan, shop, close. Here we go. Talk. Number 1, the first thing that I would do if I were you is I would go talk to a loan officer, preferably a mortgage broker like somebody like me. They have a lot of options, a lot of knowledge. Talk to somebody that's been doing it a while. You feel confident with, you feel comfortable with. So look, you might go talk to 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is. You should go with the person you feel the most comfortable with. You feel confident. You feel like they got you. They understand you. And then you're going to ask for quotes and all this. Great. So talk to a loan officer, get comfortable, make sure you're honest with them. Don't hold any information back, because if you hold it back and they catch it later, that's on you. That's not on us. So we're like your doctor and attorney. No BS, no lying. We want to know. If I ask you if you smoke, tell me you smoke. If I ask you how often you drink every week, you don't tell me you drink once a month when you drink once a day. And I could say, hey, do you exercise? How often? You say 4 times a week and you exercise 4 times a month. Let's be honest. So what are some of the things you need to talk about that we want to know? Your job history, your credit history, where you're living. How much money do you have? Where are you going to get the down payment? Is it coming from mom, dad, wherever? Do you have it in the savings? You have to sell stock. You have to get it from your 401k. Are you getting a bonus? Whatever it is, we want to know. Are you married? Are you divorced? Do you have child support? Are there any things on your credit that might show up? Is there something that's going to pop up next week that we need to know about? Are you behind on taxes? All these things, folks, we want to know. So that's why we're going to talk. And obviously, when we talk, you're going to tell us about purchase price. And the most important question that I'm going to ask anybody is, when you write that check every month, you send the ACH payment, what is the payment? $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $7,000, whatever it is, we want to know. So the next step after you talk, if we ask you a bunch of questions you don't know, what are you going to do? You're going to sit down, you're going to plan. You're going to fill out that application. You're going to upload those docs. You and your wife are going to go, hey, we got to plan this out. What's our budget look like? How much money do we make? How much money do we spend now? We should go through our credit cards. We should go through our bank statement. Look, when you buy a house and you're going to step up, let's say you're paying $2,500 in rent and you're ready to step up to $5,000 payment a house, that's going to change your life. That little free money is gone. That savings that you put down is gone, right? Mentally, that will change you. Reality, it's going to change you because it's coming out of your bank account. So maybe you're like, we got to cut back on eating out. We got to cut back on the Starbucks. We got to cut back on the travel. Whatever it is, know your budget. Pick an app. Use an Excel. What are all your expenses? Because when you own a home, there's going to be what? Principal, interest, taxes, insurance, maybe mortgage insurance, maybe an HOA, water bills, landscape bills. If you have a pool, something breaks. You guys know. You know what it is. But we got to be smart about it. We got to plan. And also, where do you want to move? Where are you thinking about, right? All these things. Do you want to have extra money to travel or go shopping more or, keep that lifestyle going? Cool. Then maybe you can't have a payment you want 5, maybe you got to go 4. You can't do 7, you got to do 5. So these are the things that you have to stop and think about. Just jumping into a house, fine. But then you're jumping into a payment. You're jumping into a responsibility. Because owning that house, the roof breaks, you don't call the landlord, you call a roofer and you're paying it. The hot water heater breaks, you're not calling the landlord, you're calling a plumber. You have a cracked slab, the same thing, right? You got to get some tree trim, you got to call the landscaper. So this is on you. It's a responsibility. Plan accordingly. Slow down. So that's why I tell yourself from the upfront, from talking and planning and all that, give yourself 10 days. Cool. We're giving you 10 days in the 90 days. And then next is shopping, right? Shopping for home. You could get lucky, go right out. Boom. First weekend. Boom. I found it. This is it. Let's go. It meets my square footage. It meets my requirements. It's near the schools, near the shopping, near my work, right? I needed the 2-car garage. I needed a 3-car garage. I wanted the pool. I wanted the 2-story. I wanted the 1-story. I wanted a grid yard. I needed an extra bedroom because we work from home. We wanted an extra bedroom for the movie room. We wanted to put a gym in the 3rd-car garage. So we have whatever it is, shopping could take a lot longer. But if you plan, then you know what you want. Then when you go to shop, it's easier. When you tell an agent, hey, so I talked to a lender, I'm pre-approved for $1 million. I have this much money down. I've got the reserves. We got the credit. We're comfortable with removing contingencies. Not this is exactly what I want in a house, this school, this, that. They're like, thank you. Let's go. Let's put the offer. I know exactly where you want. I know exactly what homes. And then when you call that listing agent to say, put the offer in, right? To put that offer in and get that deal. Oh, Bob, I got to tell you, my client is so excited that, they're planners. They got their budget. They've got the lender. They're going to move contingencies. They knew they wanted to be near this school and this garage. They had it all laid out. This is the house, Bob. They want the house, Bob. How can they get it? They're so confident. Bob's like, wow, I'm going to have my lender call you. Oh, hey, Bob, it's Kenny. No, they are so pumped. We can move contingencies. We can close in 10 days, 15 days, 21 days. Bob, I do this 20 years. Let's go. You see that confidence? That's from planning. That's from being ready. Especially when you're buying in a place where there's no inventory and it's competitive. Get ready. You just can't expect to go out there and put an offer and how about there's 5 offers? How about there's 7? Interest rates right now are higher. What if they come down 1, 2, 3, dude, boom, it's going to be creating more competition. So we want you to be ready and plan. Then you go shopping. Then you make sure you know what you want, right? All that stuff with shopping. You guys know where you want to live. Maybe it's out of your expectations. Maybe in your plan, we can't go to that neighborhood. We got to go to this neighborhood. That's because you planned it. That's because you executed on your plan. You know your expenses. You know your costs. You know you want to do. And by the way, this is all going on. The lender you're working with, they better be good. They better have you pre-approved. They better have vetted everything and make sure you're good because you're going in banking on them. You're going in banking on your agent. Hey, you got my back. I'm counting on you guys, right? So these are the important things we got to know. Then we go to the part of writing the offer, getting accepted, and then we got to close. And we're allowing you 30 days. So if you take 10 days to talk and plan, let's say you take 50, 60 days to find a home. Then you get 30 days to close. That's your 90 days. And when are you closing? What do you need to prepare for? Do you own a home now? Or are you selling it? Do you own a home now? Or are you leasing it? Are you renting? Did you talk to your landlord? Are you in the lease? Are you in a month to month? Can you get out of your lease? Can you start saying, hey, I'm going to get an escrow here. Can we start finding another renter so I don't get whacked on my lease? Did you negotiate that? Did you start planning? Remember the plan? Did you start lining up? Who's my insurance? Who's my mover? Right? Did you talk to your CPA, tell them you're going to buy a home? What is it? What do I have to do when I close? What are the expectations? Oh my gosh, you got to move all my mail over. Oh, I got to close out my gas, electric, water, cable. Man, but I got to make sure I pay that final bill because I heard from Kenny that a lot of people get whacked on their final bills because they don't pay it. I have to go to a different company because they don't service that area. And then I never got the bill. And then I got whacked. My credit got ruined by a $50 payment I missed. Oh, you don't think that happens? It happens. So there's obviously first-time home buyer guides. Hey, if you want a first-time home buyer guide, I got the one. I wrote it, not chat. I didn't steal it. I wrote it for all these things you need to know. Hit me up. All my contact information below on this video. Hit me up. I'll give it to you. You'll trust me. You'll want it. You're going to need it. If you're new to this and you can't think of all the things, don't worry about it. We already did. I spent all the time writing it so you guys don't have to think. You just read it and go, let's follow the lead. Let's go. Let's do this. So closing is important, but planning is the most important thing here, folks. If you're planned, if you're ready, everything else will work out well. And then when you close, 30 days or less, 21 days. Do you have your money lined up? Did you talk to your aunt, uncle, dad, cousin, brother who's giving you the money? Did you talk to your 401k, say, hey, how long is it going to take to liquidate that money? Did you talk to your stock advisor? I gotta get that money. Did you talk to your boss, make sure that bonus is coming in? Did you call your CPA and say, hey, what is this going to do to my taxes? Did you line up those movers? Did you vet those movers? Did you call your insurance guy? Did you think about, I got to change my bill? Did you say, wait a minute, do we have enough furniture for this house? How long is it going to take to order that? Maybe you're going to stay back and remodel the house so you're okay. You're going to pay both. Did you balance the budget for that? These are all the things we got to think about, folks, when you're moving. There's a lot. That's why giving yourself 90 days, super smart. There's no rush. If you want to rush, let's go. You want to take your time? Let's go. We're here to help. But 90 days is a good time. Typically, you're going to be 4 to 6 months when somebody buys a house. That's just naturally because they need the time. But getting pre-approved early is so important. Things pop up on your credit. I don't care if you think you have perfect credit, folks. The littlest crap always pops up. I'm telling you right now, more times than you can believe. A credit is a mystery. What do you mean I have this? What is that? I never got that bill. Are you kidding me? Dr. Brown put that on my credit? A copay? What? Yeah. So be upfront, be ready so you can crush it and ease the blow, ease the stress. Because you know there's a lot, right? There's a lot. Hey guys, appreciate you watching. Look, share this video with somebody that might help. If you want my first time home buyer guide, hit me up. I can get you that. Also, if you want to schedule a call, hit me up too. Just jump on a call, Zoom, call me, email me, text me, whatever you want. My information's below. And look, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, give me some comments, give me some love. But otherwise, thank you for watching. Until next time, we'll talk soon.